Hi, this is Rob Barnes. Thanks for taking time to learn today about estate tax planning using annuity arbitrage. In my recent June newsletter, we shared the strategy of annuity arbitrage and split annuities. Annuity arbitrage is often used in the estate tax planning arena to either minimize or avoid an estate tax. So we're going to go through an example here with Ruth. She is worth $4.5 million, an Illinois resident. She's looking to get some supplemental income from her non-qualified assets and wants to maximize her estate for her heirs. She's concerned about the estate taxes and would like to avoid them if possible. And so what we forecasted for Ruth was setting up a strategy where we're going to annuitize a chunk of our money and we're going to replace it with life insurance held outside of her taxable estate. And so if Ruth were to die today at a $4.5 million net worth before we had this stuff together, she'd owe $143,000 in taxes. And in Illinois, it's just important to know that if you're a dollar over the 4 million mark, you'll pay tax from dollar one. So you want to try to avoid being over that amount. And so what we do is we take $1 million of our non-qualified money. We buy a single premium immediate annuity that'll provide 72,000 a year, net of some of the tax there, because there's a big exclusion ratio. She'll have 66,000. We're going to take 23 out of the 66 to buy and pay for $1 million guaranteed universal life policy. And as mentioned, we're going to own that outside of her taxable estate in an ILET. And that gives her $43,000 a year of net spendable income. Now, down the line, all of that income will become taxable, and so she'll have less spendable income. But if she dies the next day after this strategy is put together, there will be no estate taxes because we used a life only annuity, which means that the asset ends when she passes and no residual will be caught back into the estate by using no contingencies in the annuity. And for all practical purposes, her estate will be worth $3.5 million. So we saved 143,000, increased her net spendable income, and made sure the heirs get the full 4.5 million intact. With that, we've eliminated her tax exposure. We've replaced the asset with life insurance in the ILET, and we've educated Ruth to enjoy her money, spend her money. If she's not spending her money, gift her money, because we don't want her to grow to be worth 4 million again during her lifetime. And that's the annuity arbitrage strategy to eliminate her estate tax in Illinois. So for those of you who want to learn more on our YouTube channel, we have a high net worth life insurance planning presentation. And in there, we share some other estate tax axioms, but this one falls under the gift and leverage. We're making gifts to an ILET and we leverage that in $1 million policy. And if you're not familiar, for estate tax purposes, you're taxed on everything you own minus what you owe, plus your life insurance proceeds. And that's why it's important for her to own this coverage outside her taxable estate. Now, we don't know what the federal laws are going to do right now, but we don't suspect that Ruth is going to have exposure to it, and many people won't if they keep the exemptions as high as they currently are. And we'll be re-recording our high net worth life insurance planning presentation later once we know the new estate tax rules. But for now, be aware there's 15 states and the District of Columbia that either invoke an estate tax, an inheritance tax, or a gift tax on your assets when you die. And some states have two of the three different taxes. So be aware that there's still estate tax planning to do for people in these exposed estates. So this is Rob Barnes. I thank you for listening to our annuity arbitrage presentation. Please do share it with friends that might find value of it. And if you'd like us to perform our high net worth life insurance planning presentation for 1 hour of CE credit for CFPs, we can do so for your firm or study group. Just reach out. Thank you again for listening. Enjoy your day.